What's going on, YouTube? Coming back at you with another video. Okay, so I just watched this interview with Big U that was done by Kev Mac Videos. Shout out to Kev Mac Videos. Definitely a dope interview. And if you haven't already checked it out, I'm going to pin a link as the top comment. Make sure you hit that link. Go check it out for yourself. Come back. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to touch on a couple of things in the interview that I thought were most interesting. Okay, so the first one was the whole situation with WACK calling Nipsey less than a legend, basically. Big U was asked, what do you think about this? WACK, games manager, saying that Nipsey was not a legend. Big U addresses it directly. He says that without question, Nipsey was a legend, but also that everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So, WACK saying what he's saying, that's on him. That's his opinion. But in his eyes, Nipsey is a legend. So that was one thing, although Big U had already previously addressed that on social media. So he basically was just doubling down on his previous statements. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. Big U was asked, does he know Eric Holder, aka Shitty Cuz? Big U responds, says he doesn't know Shitty Cuz. He knows the older Shitty Cuz, but as far as Eric Holder goes, no, that there's no connection. He does not even know who he is. Definitely interesting. There's a lot of people out there, if you've been paying attention to this whole Nipsey Hussle murder, not long after he was killed, there was a lot of people pushing on YouTube this alternative theory that Big U had something to do with this whole murder as far as possibly orchestrating it. There's been lots of info, different things coming out. Big U actually addressed that in this interview. He was asked about the conspiracy theories. He takes it head on. He says that, as far as him and Nipsey's relationship goes, people think that there was some kind of split or divide between them. He says that even after Nipsey and him had the quote unquote altercation, that just days later, Nipsey was texting him, that Nipsey and him always had a deeper relationship, that it was basically on some family type shit. They never parted ways up until the end. They were connected. He even talks about the day Nipsey was killed, what he was doing. He got a phone call. Apparently they were on their way to a show and got the phone call that there had been a shooting at Nipsey's spot. He said it wasn't out of the ordinary, that they didn't get concerned at that point because there's been previous shootings there. People from the neighborhood know. He said a lot of people outside of the neighborhood don't know, but this was not something that was out of the ordinary. So then he got the call that Nipsey had been hit. They headed directly to the spot. They went there to the gas station. Big U says he had a conversation with some law enforcement who told him that he actually had seen Nipsey and it wasn't looking good. So at that point, he talks about, his emotional state, how he felt. A crazy situation. I know a lot of people out there are going to be quick to hop on and try to counter some of the things that Big U is saying. And it's definitely going to be interesting to watch. I just want to know what people out there think who watch my videos. I want you to leave in the comments what you think about this whole situation and these quote unquote conspiracy theories surrounding Big U. Have you seen them? What do you think about them? Do you think there's any truth? That's what I want to know the most, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how some of these people respond. Big U again saying he doesn't know Eric Holder, doesn't know Shitty Cuz. He knows the older Shitty Cuz, but not Eric Holder. He's also saying him and Nipsey's relationship never was what people think, that it's always been love, it's always been family, even through whatever potential issues they have. He talks about a whole lot more. You'll have to go watch the interview for yourself. He even calls Big Kaz a weirdo in there. So it's worth checking out. I thought it was very good, a good interview, and there's a lot to take in. Definitely make sure you hit the link, go check it out, leave some feedback, let me know what you think. I appreciate you watching. Hit the like, subscribe, share, ring the notification bell too before you leave so you get updates on my future videos. Appreciate you though. Peace.